Hold tight just a little longer, guys. OVL Delta is in the tent. We're waiting for a couple on Flashbangers, and we'll get this game started. Looking forward to it tonight. Should be a good battle. Your lineup tonight so far, we got Kittle, Johnny Danger, MJW604, Reeds, and Mason Dixon on OVL Delta. And on the Volk side, starting out so far, we've got Tenant, Bub, VR Specialist, Vans, and Griff Dog. So the tent is now full. So we'll be starting this game in just a moment. Alright guys, the teams have arrived. Thanks for joining. We got 9 viewers on the stream so far. The tents are full, waiting for everyone to ready up, get their strategies ready to go, and we'll get this game started. So again, as you guys can see there so far, we got Kittle, Johnny Danger, MJ, Reeds, and Mason Dixon on Marsoc. OVL Delta taking Marsoc first in this round. And for Flashbangers, over on the Volk side, we got Tenant, Bub, VR Specialist, Vans, and Griff Dog. So first map for tonight is Abandoned. The uplink is set in the tank building. So we will see what these teams can do against one another. Finally a redneck caster. West by God, Virginia, Darren. Yeah, so a little redneck, a little country. That's all right. And then we got a few country boys there in the cast as well. Our own Mason Dixon, a farmer by trade, among other things. And a few other West Virginia natives. Tenant, I believe West Virginia native. He lived here for a while anyway. And a few others as well. So we'll see if those country boys can shoot tonight. All right, the game is beginning. So Marsoc will be coming in. Got to use these new spawns. Alright, let's follow OVL Delta in. So Johnny Danger electing to come in as team lead. Pushing far left side, and Volk looks like they are taking up the right side. Tell you what, let's zip over here. Take a look. MJ is close, but gets taken down by Griff Dog. Johnny Danger with the refrag. Reeds and Johnny stacking up over on the 3-story. Kittle as well. Tennant just outside. VR Specialist takes on Mason Dixon on the other side. We'll keep an eye here on what Tennant and these 3 Marsucks are going to do. Calls them out that they are in 3-story, that they beat him there. So now taking a careful approach into the back of the building. VR Specialist taking out MJ. Holding back that rear entrance. So Griff Dog now moving up here with Tennant. Turn lasers on there. Mason gets Griff Dog, hears him talking, takes him down. So now Tennant standing in the back here, but 4 Marsocs inside the 3-story. Kittle taken down. So 3 now in the 3-story building, and Tennant going to try to sneak in on him here. So we'll see what he can do. Bub takes down Reeds, I'm sorry. Johnny Danger's fire team here getting a good long look into the uplink building. Sees VR Specialists there.
It just dropped below.
Calls out just dropped below. So let's come in here and get a look at this defensive strategy. So Bub holding tight. VR Specialist over here in the stairwell. MJ gets Griff Dog. Tennant takes down Reeds. Still working slowly into that 3-story building. Bub takes down MJ from inside uplink. So these 2 fellows here, Bub and VR, both very deadly up close. Kittle accidentally takes down Johnny Danger. Tennant takes out Kittle, leaving only Mason inside the 3-story for Marsoc, systematically hunting them down and killing them. So he's holding those bottom steps for now. I'm sure Mason knows he's there. And Griff Dog holding the front of the building as well. So Marsoc now pushing back in from their A spawn. Tennant gets Mason. So Tennant effectively clearing the 3-story building. Reeds takes out Vans on the other side in the apartments, and Johnny Danger's fire team moving back into 3-story. So Griff Dog and MJ down each other. See if Johnny Danger comes in and finishes the job here on Griff. Yep, MJ, he gave up, so MJ gets the kill. Tennant still remaining in that 3-story. Kittle gets MJ up. And the smokes come out. MJ moves in, takes out Bub. So MJ now drops below. VR Specialist meets him there. Calls him out, just taking him down. So Kittle here now, holding in the corner. Split approach. Kittle coming in from the 3-story building side. And Mason and Reeds holding down the apartments. Van's there waiting. Sees Mason, but misses. And Griff Dog coming in, flanking Mason. Calls out the garbage can. Griff throws a grenade. Falls short. Mason gets Griff Dog. Downs him, and Reeds finishes the job. Kittle takes out Bub. So right now, Marsoc has the advantage at the uplink. VR Specialist still remaining. Van's covering that entrance. Johnny Danger gets Tennant out of the 3-story. VR Specialist takes down Kittle inside the uplink building. And the smokes come into uplink. MJ making a push. MJ's getting close. and they are going to send here. So uplink is hot. MJ sends it. VR Specialist coming up to respond. Griff takes down Mason. Bub and MJ back to back there, but don't see each other. VR Specialist sweeps the corner, takes down MJ. So Bub and VR Specialist both disabling now. Griff takes down Reeds over at the apartments. Johnny Danger. Fire team hanging out here. See, does he make the push? Mason spawns in. Griff comes in and clears them both. Bub gets tinted up, and VR accidentally takes down Griff. So good plant from Marsoc there, and a quick response back from Flashbangers, clearing them out and shutting down the uplink. So we'll come back over here. Delta resetting now. Tenet taking down Kittle from the 3-story. Just owning 3-story. Mason Dixon calls him out, top of 3-story. Reed's putting some fire on him. Let's jump in there and take a look from Reed's perspective. So Flashbangers pivoting over, Griff recognizing Marsoc coming in from his left. Reed remaining crouched, moving in. Kittle coming in behind him. So mounting a right side push for Marsoc today. At this point, calling out work together. Call them out, work together. Kittle saying, draw them out, so you can put them down. Both teams formidable shooters, both close range and at distance. Griff takes down Reeds behind the apartments. Van's up on the 2nd floor of the apartments. Yeah, sorry about the lasers. I forgot those guys. Did get those on. Van's on the 2nd floor. Kittle keeping it covered. I don't know that he knows he's there, but so at this point, Volk has got 2 in the uplink, 1 on the 3-story building, and 1 in the apartments, and then 1 cover in the canyons. So it looks like Kittle is the last remaining Delta here. So far, a very excellent round. A quick push to the left from Marsoc. Came in, took the 3-story building. Tenet came in and cleared out the 3-story. In the process of doing that, Marsoc did get a couple guys into the left side of the tank building, and eventually moved the team in there. Sent the uplink, and then Flashbangers coming in and killing them off the uplink and disabling. So an excellent back and forth match already in the first round. But from these two teams, that's kind of what we expect. So Kittle being very careful here. 1 minute 40 seconds remaining. Griff finds him. So Flashbangers takes the first round. Your scores so far: Kittle at 0 and 6, Johnny Danger 2 and 4, Reeds at 2 and 4, MJ 3 and 6, Mason at 3 and 5. On the Volk side for Flashbangers, Tenet was 6 and 1, clearing out that 3-story. Vans at 0 and 2, Bub at 5 and 2, VR at 4 and 0, and Griff at 8 and 7. So, Flashbangers will take the first round. Alright, the first map, I'm not sure who picked the first map, to be honest. The only ban we have for tonight is Quarantine. OVL Delta banning Quarantine, and Flashbangers with no bans. So that will be the sole ban tonight for this map. Well, for this match anyway. So the team's back in the tents at the moment, discussing their plans. Again, we are on abandoned, but it is the old uplink. I'm there in the tank building to start with. And the game is starting. So, we will move back here and follow Marsoc in. Passing some ordnance around.
We want to smoke.
If we all push left side and smoke the shit out of left.
Alright, so Tenant's coming in as fire team leader. So they'll be pushing in. Let's see if they take 3-story. Already see Kittle moving up to defend the 3-story building. As we saw in just the last round, very pivotal 3-story building. So a quick push here. Bub coming in hot. Johnny Danger takes down Tenant. Reeds takes down Bub. VR Specialist remains here. Throws a flash grenade over at Johnny Danger. He does some suppressing fire on him. Crouches behind the Jersey barrier. And pops up and gets VR Specialist. He knew he was behind a Jersey barrier, but wasn't sure which one. Johnny Danger coming in and also taking down Vans. I believe Kittle took down one there as well at the 3-story. So a quick initial push from the Flashbangers is repelled by OVL Delta. So right now all the OVL Deltas are up and 3 Flashbangers up, and they're going to be coming in mounting their second push. So at the moment we've got 13 people in the stream, so welcome. Let's see how Flashbangers deal with this. Looks like they're sending 4 to the right in the canyons. Bub down here coming up the center. Let's come up here and watch these guys come in. So again, Tenant there being the fire team leader. Moving up the canyons. Griff Dog taking some shots across at Kittle, the 3-story. Mason gets Vans, catches him peeking. VR Specialist takes a smoke to cover their entrance there. Mason watching for that peek, see his laser coming around. Reeds takes down Bub in the middle. Moving in. So Griff Dog coming up here, Tenant coming up behind him, and VR with him. Van's holding back the rear of the line there. So they were coming around the rear. Mason peeking the front, takes down Griff Dog. Johnny Danger making sure the job's done. So they've got Mason's spot now. Mason takes down Vans in the back. Bub moving up. They know he's up there now. Bub gets Johnny Danger. Lasers coming from across the map. Kittle takes down Bub with the long shot. Alright. VR Specialist does get Mason out of the apartments. And Kittle gets Tenant. Vans takes down Kittle in the 3-story. VR Specialist calls out 3-story dead. So moving in quick, we have Griff Dog coming up the middle. He and Reeds are probably going to clash here in a moment. Throws a smoke out. So Reeds and Griff Dog on either side of the wall. Reeds had to have heard him. And catches him. So Kittle and Vans exchanging fire. Kittle coming out on top. And VR takes down Mason again on that apartment side. So this leaves Kittle at the 3-story. Reeds in the uplink along with MJ. MJ taking up that spot underneath. Bub coming in the left side there. And VR as well coming in from the apartments. Looks like Griff Dog making another center push. Vans and Tenant right behind him. So Reeds catches Bub. Johnny Danger over there sweeping back and forth. His laser's crossed Vans a couple times, but he's not been seen yet. VR Specialist gets Mason behind the apartments, holding down that area. So Vans here looking to make a move. See if Johnny catches him. Laser's coming from 3-story as well. Griff Dog does take down Kittle, who was in the 3-story. That's going to open up a little bit of an avenue on that left side. So Johnny Danger keeping an eye on him. I'm not sure if he knows he's there, but holding his sector fire as Vans tries to peek this corner. Vans pops up and takes down Mason, but that will give away his position, and Johnny Danger immediately snapping his laser over Vans' head. So he'll be watching that entrance closely now, for sure. Johnny Danger called him out there. I'm not sure if you guys could hear that or not. It was pretty quiet, but he did call out that there was one here. VR Specialist trying to cover him, but has no shot on Johnny. Reeds takes down Tenant. I believe Tenant was moving up the center. So VR Specialist moving to take out position in the apartments. So Bub takes out Reeds. Bub is in the building. MJ holding his spot at uplink. Bub dropping underneath. And Bub will be sending from underneath the tank. Grenades go out, flashes go out, rather. Mason coming in. He knows Bub's there. Will he catch him? Oh, MJ gets him. Mason distracts him. Bub takes him out from behind. Or I'm sorry, MJ takes him out from behind. So Vans downed over here. Mason took him. VR Specialist gets MJ out. So VR Specialist taking up residence in that apartment, giving him a clean shot all the way through uplink. Kittle takes down Tenant. Stop over and see where Kittle's hanging out. Oh, Griff Dog gets him. Calls him out and takes over 3-story.
Finally 3-story.
Finally 3-story, he says. And plundering the body. So Griff Dog now taking 3-story building. You've got a Marsoc in 3-story. You've got a Marsoc in the apartments, looking in both sides of the uplink. So MJ is now going to hunt Griff Dog. Mason coming in, putting a couple rounds on him. So you can see the Flashbangers approach here now to control both entrances.
Good. This guy's listening to my comms though, so he can hear everything you guys are saying. Hey. How's it going?
Little chatter back and forth.
Hey. I got an AK-5C too.
A little bit of taunting there on VR Specialist, who takes down Reeds. Griffdog gets MJ, and MJ gets Griffdog. Bub comes in and gets Mason Dixon, and Bub is making another move towards the uplink. Kittle gets Bub from the 3-story. What a shot. Underneath the tank. Clears him out. So Tennant, as fire team, is set to move in through the smoke. Fire team is in the uplink building with support on each side. Griffdog with him. They do not hold 3-story. So Kittle takes Griffdog. If he can get Tennant. Tennant heard the shots. So his fire team here, he's making the decision whether to peek or hold. He sees Kittle and takes him down. So Tennant going to be moving in for the plant. Here comes Reeds from behind. Tennant hears him. Oh, I'm not sure who. Wow. MJ gets Tennant. Mason gets VR Specialist, and VR Specialist gets Johnny Danger. Whole bunch of kills there all at once. So MJ calls out fire team dead on uplink. Vans moves over. Vans gets MJ, and MJ gets Vans. OVL Delta taking round number 2 as Volk. What a game. So both teams here controlling the uplink as Volk. So we are going to a 3rd round on Abandoned. Your scoreboard as it stands now. Kittle, just dropped out, but he did have 7 and 10. So 7 and 10 for the scoring. Keep track of that. Johnny Danger at 5 and 6. Reeds at 8 and 6. MJ at 7 and 9. Mason at 8 and 11. For Flashbangers, Tennant with 7 and 6. Vans with 3 and 8. Bub at 8 and 9. VR Specialist with 11 and 2. And Griffdog at 11 and 12. So, quite the battle there between the two sides. Running right down to the wire with 1 minute and 56 seconds remaining in that match. At that point, OVL Delta eliminated all of the Flashbangers and ended the round. So again, welcome to all of you who are in the chat. I know we've got some other OVLs who are, I believe, watching this on a big screen. So always a good time. And all the rest of you guys, Darren, nice to see you here. Holland. Aylin Kara was in a little bit ago. Had to take off, but good to see him as well. And Sweet Jake. All right. So we are on to the next assault here. So uplink now moving. Uplink down at the center here. So this particular uplink, difficult to take without taking out the other team. So new spawns here do move both teams a little closer to the uplink. Johnny Danger coming out, shooting immediately. And we're going to see a blitz here from OVL. Mason gets Vans, Bub gets Johnny Danger. Mason gets down VR Specialist. Tennant gets Reeds. Mason takes down Bub. So at the moment it is 3 OVL Deltas to 1 Flashbanger. He's calling out Griffdog at back of uplink. Johnny Danger giving up there. But Mason Dixon as the fire team moving in hard. And he's taking shelter in the back of the building here. Very quick assault. Griffdog circling around. Does get to Reeds and Mason. MJ stabs Griffdog. Puts him down. So is MJ sending the uplink? Sure looks like it. Yep, uplink is hot. So MJ coming in with the knife kill. MJ is known for his blade. Takes down VR Specialist from the rear container. And the race is on. So Tennant holding a position in the broken wall, trying to get a shot on MJ. Johnny Danger takes down Bub and Griff. Vans does take down Reed, and Johnny Danger gets Bub. So again, some long shots coming out from both teams. Have Vans over here waiting on Mason, does take him down. And Mason gets Vans. So a trade there. So lots of fire coming from VR Specialists. MJ holding tight. And OVL Delta moving in to control the uplink. You see Johnny Danger there. Kittle right behind him. Setting up some intersecting fields of fire. MJ takes down VR Specialist. Now Griff Dog and Bub coming in with the blitz. Bub does get Kittle, but it's too late. OVL Delta taking the win in the third round on Abandon. What a blitz of a map. 10 minutes remaining, so only took 2 minutes on that one as opposed to the last round, which took almost the entire time. So your final scores here for the first round: Johnny Danger with 8 and 7, Reed's 8 and 9, MJ 11 and 9, Mason Dixon 12 and 13, Kittle 0 and 2, but Kittle did have to drop out. He was 8 and 10. That brings him to 8 and 12 total. Tennant with 8 and 7, Bands at 5 and 10, Bub at 10 and 12, and VR Specialist 11 and 5, and Griff Dog at 14 and 14. So wow, what a push! So at this point in time, we do want to take a moment and we appreciate our sponsor, Sandlucky Games. A quick message just from them. They have sponsored both this season and last, so we appreciate all that they do for us. So a quick message from Sandlucky Games.
Sunlucky offers easy-to-use VR products that will help enhance your VR experience, like this Sunlucky gun stock with hundreds of 5-star reviews, this paddle adapter for 11 table tennis, and this golf club adapter for Golf Plus and Walkabout Mini Golf. Visit sunlucky.shop to find out more.
All right, and again, thank you to Sandlucky Games for being our sponsor. I know a lot of the guys in our league are using stocks, and many of them are using Sandlucky stocks. So we will be moving on here to map number 2. Map number 2 going to be Egress. OVL Delta will be taking Marsoc first, with Flashbangers taking Volk. So far this has been a very intense match, to say the very least. Both teams making good shots, playing together, strategizing together. Really good communication on both sides as well. I heard communication from both teams. But in the end, OVL Delta taking the win there. So we'll go ahead and transition into the map. So Egress, one of the newer maps in the game. And uplink is going to be at the garage. So this uplink in particular, providing both long shots and close quarters combat. We'll see which strategies they employ. I know both teams are very effective at flanking as well, and utilizing a flank at just the right time. We saw MJ even do it there in the last map, at the back of the uplink. Had fire team and a couple inside the container, and as Volk ran in, Volk took down the fire team and 2 others, I believe, but MJ shanking him in the back and then sending uplink. So Both teams very impressive. Very impressive. Alright, we'll jump in the tent. Yeah, so they're readying up now. Final plans. And then we will be in the game. There's the countdown timer. So, we'll zip up here and follow Marsoc in.
I'm gonna be either in the shop. Yep, I know. I'm gonna try to get right on the start line up.
So a little bit of last minute communication there.
My shit's going out again.
So Johnny Danger coming in as fire team leader this round. See which direction they move in. Mason covering Johnny Danger as he moves up. Looks like they're going to take a hard right push first. You got Griff Dog over there, currently blinded by the smokes coming in from OVL Delta. Johnny Danger pushing point, waiting for his guys to do the job. VR Specialist takes down Kittle, and Kittle returns a favor. MJ's getting Kittle up. Mason Dixon gets Griff Dog, and Kittle gets VR Specialist. So they are making a quick blitz to the uplink. Tennant over there waiting. Behind, Bub gets MJ from the garage. Kittle's still close there. Bub catches him. I believe Kittle hurt him. Bub catches Reeds as well. Here's him coming. So that initial push stopped, but I'm not sure that OVL Delta really cares because their fire team seems to be in position. Mason, fire team protective duty here, takes down VR Specialist and gets Griff Dog. Kittle gets Bub. So that puts it a 5-2 advantage for OVL Delta. Mason Dixon coming in hard over the stairs, and he'll be pushing directly into the garage. Tennant on the other side is going to hear him, throws out a flashbang, and Vans gets him. MJ's coming around the other side of the garage. VR Specialist does take down Kittle. Let's see, MJ moving in carefully. I don't know if he knows Tennant is there or not. He probably suspects someone is close. Tennant gets him. So MJ clearing the garage, and Tennant catches him. Okay, so Volk now all held close to the uplink. VR Specialists throwing a flashbang. They're not called Flashbangers for nothing. I see a lot of the ordnance coming out from their team. So fire team is up here now, though. Griff Dog downs Mason. Mason gets Griff Dog. So Mason calling out for a revive. MJ does get him. MJ coming down. VR Specialist catches him midair and drops him. Tennant another grenade out onto uplink. VR Specialist takes down Mason. Reeds gets Vans. And Tennant gets Reeds. Lots and lots of smoke coming out now. So VR Specialist and Tennant both moving simultaneously. Kittle gets VR Specialist, and Tennant falls back to his defensive position. MJ comes up and does get Tennant out of there finally. Griff Dog gets MJ though. So Bub backfilling Tennant's position. No, Bub is going to push into the garage. Just Kittle hear him. All that separates these two guys is a white car. So Kittle checking his tablet here. He may hear him, just making sure he's not a teammate. Yeah, he's got his back to Bub at the moment. Neither one knows that the other's there. It's easy for us to see. It's hard to tell when you're in game, though. Mason Dixon does take down Tennant. Oh, Reed snuck in there and sent the uplink. Even I missed it. Bub does take down Reeds, and now Bub is in the smoke, disabling. Kittle takes down VR Specialist. Does he know Bub's disabling? He's spraying the smoke. He didn't find him. Griff Dog comes in and gets Kittle from behind. And, oh no, Bub is down. Did he get him? stand corrected. Johnny Danger takes down Griff Dog. Coming around the corner is MJ. So now OVL Delta setting up a perimeter around the uplink, taking positions in the garage. MJ taking position in the street. And Reeds covering the stairwell, the back stairwell. So here they come. MJ takes down Tennant, Bub takes down Kittle, and Kittle takes down VR Specialist. Wow, I can't keep up. So Vans coming in. Vans is coming in, but Johnny Danger catches him. Bub takes down Mason Dixon. Johnny hits Bub. Doesn't kill him, but it doesn't matter. OVL Delta wins, and Reeds takes down Bub for good measure at the end. Whew, wow. Sorry for the chatter, guys. I feel like an infomercial, but had to talk fast to keep up with the action and still didn't do it. So here's where we are on Egress, map 2, round 1. Johnny Danger coming in with 4 and 0, Reeds with 3 and 3, MJ with 2 and 5, Mason with 5 and 5, and Kittle with 5 and 4. On the Flashbangers side, Tennant with 2 and 3, Vans with 2 and 3, Bub with 6 and 4, and VR Specialist 3 and 5, and Griff Dog 4 and 4. So really pretty evenly matched, even in the kill count. You don't see either team just running away with it. So this is quite the match we've got going on, guys. Just catching up with the chat here a little bit. I haven't been able to keep up with the chat. It's this quiet crew here watching. Yeah, the chat's picking up a little bit. That's a way to come back. Yeah, absolutely. Delta will get in and send it with his next link, whichever spot it's in. And yep, they did push, and they did take it. So OVL Delta did take it. The match win is advertised. Yeah, that was an exciting match and a knife kill at the end of Abandon. But both teams here just really showing what they're made of. So switching sides, Flashbangers will be coming in here momentarily. Let's see. I see 4. So one must be spawning in B. Tennant coming in as fire team leader.
Piece of wood here and watch the push right off the bat, dude.
Yeah, so calling out to watch the push right off the bat. That is what OVL Delta did coming in. He saw him, so he's calling him out. One coming down the middle. VR Specialist does get Mason Dixon after the call out from Bub. Rift Dog coming in. Johnny Danger pushing up. Bub catches him. Bub is fast. He's really fast. Alright, so grenades coming in on uplink. OVL setting up a little bit different strategy here. Holding back from the uplink a little bit. Vance takes down MJ. Kittle takes down VR Specialist. Right now they've got 2 Marsoc in the garage. Smoke's coming out on uplink. So Reed's there shooting through the smoke. He does find Griff Dog on the edge of that smoke. And Kittle finds Bub. Mason Dixon pushing in. So the strategy worked. They let him in and then they closed in and killed him. So Tennant and VR Specialist, his escort up here, are in position. The back Griff Dog spawning in there. So they'll be mounting a second push here. You see the patience. You see them waiting. No one's running in by themselves. This is a seasoned team. They know what they're doing. Alright, so Bub and Griff Dog circle around the back. Tennant putting some smoke on uplink. Looks like most of them landed on the roof there. Bub does get Kittle at the back, and now VR Specialist is going to be coming in down the stairs. He will have Johnny Danger and Mason Dixon both to deal with if he chooses to go down those stairs. Griff Dog is coming in from the back, though. So far undetected. Johnny Danger detects him, takes him down. More smoke coming in. A lot of that smoke landing on the roof. Flashbangs coming in. VR Specialist coming down. Mason Dixon waiting on him here. Bub does take down Kittle, and Kittle takes down Bub. Alright, so kind of in a deadlock right now. Again, VR Specialist holding that stairwell, waiting for the right time. Griff Dog takes down Johnny Danger, and that's going to be the green light for Tenant to move forward. So Tenant and Bub coming up. Similar positioning to what OVL took. Griff Dog taking that spot there to cover the A spawn. Bub gets Kittle coming out of A. So Marsoc is set up. Here comes Bub. He's coming in. Reeds catches him before he can get concealed by the smoke. Griff Dog takes down MJ at the uplink. VR Specialist takes down Reeds. That's a 4-2 advantage Flashbangers. So VR Specialist in the garage takes down Johnny Danger, and Griff Dog currently at uplink unopposed. So he's going to send. Now OVL is going to be pushing in hard. Uplink is now hot. So grenade coming out, flashbang coming out from Mason. Reeds gets Vans, and Bub gets MJ. Mason and VR on the other side of the wall from each other. VR Specialist does sweep around and get Mason. So now, similar strategy. Waiting for the right time to strike. Now they've set up a defensive positions. VR Specialist takes down Reeds across the street. Kittle coming in from the top. Circling around, gets taken down by VR Specialist. And Bub gets Johnny Danger. Vans gets MJ. So that only leaves one Delta up. I believe this one's going to go to the Flashbangers. Tenant gets Mason coming out of A. And that's it. So Flashbangers coming in and sending the uplink. Similar strategy from both teams there. You see the patience on Flashbangers. Getting Fire Team in a position, clearing the way, Fire Team moves up, and then the whole team ends up on the uplink. Wow. Well done, guys. Well done. So your scores after round 2, map 2. Johnny Danger 5 and 4, Reeds at 5 and 5, MJ at 2 and 9, Mason at 7 and 9, Kittle at 8 and 8, Tenant at 3 and 3, Vans at 4 and 5, Bub at 12 and 7, VR Specialist at 10 and 6, and Griff Dog at 6 and 6. So, map 2, round 2 in the books. So uplink will now be moving inside. So I'm going to move up here and put a camera up here real quick, because this one's hard to fly to. So I'll drop the camera there. All right. So we'll wait for these teams to come in here. So we'll see if OVL can come in and send in the building. So this one will be much more close quarters combat than what it was in the last round. The last round, a lot of long shots being taken, a lot of corners being watched. This one's going to be a lot of close quarters combat, and we've got fast shooters on both teams. And who knows, MJ might even pull out another knife kill on this map. Alright, so it looks like MJ opting to be fire team on this one.
Recording. Yep. We all go in garage.
So they are recording, calling that out. Don't forget to record. That is a new requirement for the league. All pushing over together. Except Mason Dixon coming in quick. Our Specialist takes down Mason Dixon from the green room. Kittle putting some fire across. Griffdog takes down MJ and Johnny Danger coming underneath. Kittle gets Tenant. VR Special takes down Kittle. So let's zip down here to Reeds and Griffdog. Close to one another. So Reeds going prone here to stay quiet. Griff checking his tablet, does not hear Reeds. And Reeds gets him. Sneaky ninja stuff. Alright. So Mason and Johnny Danger coming in from the B spawn. Vans does get tinted up. Johnny Danger smoking out the office. Another smoke coming in. This is going to force Tenant to come out. Johnny gets him. Mason was waiting on him though. Vans drop back and circle around. So now you've got Johnny Danger coming through the front door. Bub is coming up the stairs. Is he going to catch him? Johnny Danger gets VR Specials. VR Special gets Johnny. Bub gets Mason. Vans finishes Johnny. Alright, so that gets repelled at the front door. Still got two underneath. And Kittle here will be pushing around. Kittle looking across, does catch Tenant peeking. Takes his head off. VR Specials gets Johnny Danger underneath. MJ gets Griffdog underneath as well. So it looks like Kittle's job is just to shut down out front. Bub gets Mason. Let's get underneath here. Take a look what's going on. It looks like they're mounting their attack underneath. So you've got MJ under here and Reeds as well. So they're prone watching those entrances. Griffdog's coming in. VR Special's coming in as well on the flank. So Griffdog's laser, they're waiting on MJ. But Reed's making his way quietly. Ooh, catches him. MJ catches Griffdog. Bub does get Kittle out front. VR Specials gets MJ. Reeds is sneaking up here. Bub gets Johnny Danger and Mason. It's going to get loud here in a moment. So Van's dropping down. Is he going to circle Reeds? No. So they're unaware of Reeds right now. You see Reeds' laser sweeping that corner. Pieing that corner around. Is he going to see? The VR Specialist is outside, I believe. And Reeds does appear to have no bones. This is helpful crawling up the stairs. So Johnny Danger takes down Tenant. Kittle gets Bub. The VR Specialist takes down Kittle. But all of that may be serving as a distraction. Oh, here comes Vans from behind. Reed's checking his tablet. He now knows it's not a friendly. So Reed's moving quietly. Vans is watching the front door, unaware that Reeds is moving in. Oh, that flashbang might have got Reeds. Mason coming in, clears Vans out of the stairwell. And just like that, oh, VR Specialist gets a 10. Oh, wow. Someone finally got Reeds. Griffdog got him. And everyone's dead except one on each side. Now there's one flashbanger and no deltas. Yeah, if you guys can keep up with the kills, very good. Because I could not. Alright, so Bub looks like restocking on some ammo there. And we will wait for Delta to come in. So it looks like they're coming in primarily from A at this point, with a couple going in from B. We've got Tenant and Vans across the way. One in the office and then the other there in the corner. See cross lasers already.
One on the red brick left side, red brick left side.
So MJ with pistol out. Ah, because he's got a shotgun. MJ takes down Tennant with a pistol. Is that a Glock? Yeah. Or no, it's 5.7 looks like. I could have looked at what he said. No, it's a Glock. You don't have 5.7s. Yeah, but Vans does get him. What a shot from MJ. What a long shot with a pistol. So Reeds takes down Griffdog underneath. VR Specialist gets Kittle up in the street. Gives away his position to Johnny Danger, though, who gets the refrag. So that leaves Vans. Up it's 3-3 right now. Mason is down in the street. He's calling him out, but Vans gets him. Oh, is Reeds back at the building? Reeds, did you sneak in? He did. Reeds snuck in and sent the uplink. Sneaky. I'm not sure which direction he came from. I didn't even see him. So MJ does revive Mason Dixon. Reeds takes down Bub at the uplink. Here comes Griffdog. Reed putting some shots on him, but Griffdog does put him down. VR Specialist takes down Kittle. Mason Dixon takes down VR Specialist. So now Tennant, Vans, and Griffdog all at uplink. Oh, Tennant accidentally taking down Griffdog. Vans almost getting Tennant. MJ coming in with a shotgun takes down, or Mason gets Tennant and MJ gets Vans. So clear him back off of uplink. I thought they had it. But Delta coming in full force. And uplink is sending. So Bub is coming in for the front door here. Flashbang coming out. He is a flashbanger. Too late though. So Delta taking the second map, as well as the first one. So that's going to mean Delta's going to take the night. But we are going to play a third match here. Wow. Great push from Delta there, coming in and taking down the Flashbangers. But here are your final scores for map 2. Johnny Danger 9 and 10, Reeds 9 and 7, MJ with 8 and 13. But look at Reeds, 2 objectives sent. That's the one that matters, right? Mason Dixon with 11 and 14, Kittle with 12 and 14, Tennant coming in at 2 and 10, Vans at 7 and 7, Bub at 19 and 10, VR Specialist also at 19 and 10, and Griffdog at 10 and 13. What a map! Both teams here absolutely excellent, and in the way that they're working together and making their shots. So we'll be on to the third map here. Does look like Delta is going to take the night. But for those of you who have joined us, I think we're up to 16 viewers at the moment. We definitely want to thank our sponsor once again. So a quick message from our sponsor, and that is Sandlucky Games.
Sandlucky offers easy-to-use VR products that will help enhance your VR experience, like this Sandlucky gun stock with hundreds of 5-star reviews, this paddle adapter for 11 table tennis, and this golf club adapter for Golf Plus and Walkabout Mini Golf. Visit sandlucky.shop to find out more.
Alright, so we will be coming into the third and final map here. And that map is going to be Bazaar. So, absolutely the closest range map that was typically played here. And you're going to have OVL Delta coming in as Marsoc to start. Which of course means Flashbangers is coming in as the Volk. We'll get those team names set. It is the old uplink so far, and I will go ahead and get you guys in the game here so you can see what's going on. Oh, they've already started. All right, let's get her going here. Oops. All right, let's get you guys in the game so you can see what's going on. The uplink is the old uplink there at the center fountain. Ooh, little mouse glitch there. Sorry about that, guys. All right, here they come. So MJ sending some ordnance from the air. MJ taking out VR Specialist right away from the yellow room. Looks like OVL coming in with a right side push. We already got Reeds coming into blue room. Vans gets Mason Dixon. Johnny Danger, who is a fire team leader, holding back here. Right side compound. Kittle gets Griff Dog. They got the glitch. Flashbangers 1. Yeah, so that is a glitch I've seen a couple times. I'm not sure how we're going to handle that here with league play. But we will see what we do here. Yeah, so only a kill for MJ and a... That's it. I'm not sure what we're going to do here now. So it's said that the Flashbangers won, but it did not give them a point. So I'm not sure what that means. Let's jump in the tent, see if we can... Oh, the tent is cleared out. So, unfortunately, it looks like because of that glitch that they're going to call it a night here. Okay. So I think that's where we're going to go. My phone just went off, so that might be a message. They're starting a new lobby. Lobby glitched out. So guys, I tell you what, if you hold tight just a sec, we will start a new lobby. I will throw you guys back to a splash screen for the time being, and we will get right back into the game. So don't leave yet. We'll be back in just a couple seconds. Okay guys, so we've got a new lobby started up here. Hopefully this one runs. So I just restarted the match here on Bazaar. We didn't make it very far in, so we will just try again. So OVL Delta taking Marsoc again. However, it does look like it's going to be the new uplink to start here. So let's get these names set real quick. I'm getting a call from Kittle. One moment. Alright, appreciate that quick call from Kittle. Let me know, hey, new lobby. I am with them. We followed him in. Appreciate the communication from those guys. Alright, so let's go ahead and we're going to get these get our display capture back up here, guys, so you can join us and watch the game. Alright, we're in. So, new uplink here. We'll be seeing how both of these teams do.
We need to stick together on one big push, the first push. Where you guys want to go, left or right?
Gonna go middle then left.
Don't forget that shield next time.
Let's go Butcher's Alley, Green. Roger. Let's do it.
Alright. Sorry about that, dropping a message in the chat for our folks watching the stream, so they know not to go anywhere. Alright, so OVL coming in quick with a hard push up the right side of the street. I am anxious to see how these guys do with this new uplink. So Johnny Danger, he is the man with the smoke. Pushed up hard. Reeds gets Tennant. Mason Dixon gets Vans. Bub gets Reeds. Griff Dog revives Tennant. And MJ gets Rift Dog, and MJ gets Tenet again. VR Specialist takes down Kittle at uplink. Johnny Danger gets VR Specialist, which leaves one Flashbanger up, which is Bub. He's on the other side from the uplink. And just like that, Johnny Danger is going to be sending. Mason Dixon coming in to set up defense on the uplink. MJ gets Bub, so that's all the Flashbangers down. And uplink is hot. 3 Flashbangers coming back in now. Mason and Johnny setting up defensive positions here already. Tenet taking some shots at Kittle, and they trade. Griffdog gets MJ. So here comes Griffdog and VR Specials coming to uplink. Reeds gets Bub, Mason gets Griffdog. VR Specials taking some shots at Mason. Mason moves up top. He can hear VR Specialist. He must know he's down there now. Reeds is coming in. Oh, they snuck in and disabled it. Vans from the yellow room. He takes down Johnny Danger coming back in to try to resend it. Yeah, should be watching the uplink, huh? Yeah, I should be anyway. Severe Specialist throwing a flash at Mason. Will Reeds hear him before he can get Mason? He does not. So Reeds now, looks like Reeds is by himself. He takes down VR Specialist. Ooh, tries to get Griffdog but misses. They circle around and Griffdog finally gets Reeds. So Johnny Danger coming in again. Above getting MJ on the other side of the map. So here comes Johnny Danger. He gets Griffdog. Kittle coming in as well. Called out one on the right side of their A spawn. That's VR Specialist he's calling out. Van's holding tight to uplink now. Bub holding blue room. Let's just get a lay of the land here on Volk. So you got one in blue room, one at uplink, and 3 kind of towards their A spawn. Lieutenant gets Kittle and Bub gets MJ from blue room. So you see Johnny Danger taking up his position back there. VR Specialist. Johnny Danger gets VR Specialist, and VR Specialist downs Johnny Danger. Mason Dixon coming in with the revive. But Griff gets Mason. No good deed goes unpunished. Griffdog taking some shots. Johnny Danger coming in, knocks down Griffdog. But Tenet catches Johnny Danger from a defensive position at the back. Okay, so it looks like now Vans is still in the yellow room. It looks like OVL is now mounting an assault from the Bazaar side of the map. We got Reeds coming in. Bub takes down MJ from 2-story. Reeds heard it. Bub caught Reeds. Caught him peeking.
He's in their A spawn, far right side behind the parade.
Kittle left side of Bazaar in the apartment.
Alright, so calling out Kittle left side of the apartments. Kittle moving up, sees VR Specialist. Bub gets him. And MJ as soon as he spawns on Kittle as well. Alright, so that leaves 3 alphas, or 3 deltas up, and 5 flashbangers at the moment. So VR Specialist taking center blue room, and Mason and Johnny coming over here to battle it out with Tenet. Who hears who? They hear each other. Johnny Danger comes out on top. So Johnny Danger moving in here again. He is fast. So Vans is going to be watching him here. Reeds gets Griffdog. VR Specialist returns favor on Reeds. And MJ takes down VR Specialist. So now 2 flashbangers to 4 deltas. Vans holding down the uplink. Johnny does not know he's there and gets taken down. And Bub gets Kittle. MJ refrag on Bub. So Bub is coming in. Vans is now watching. He heard the gunshots. Tenet gets Mason. And MJ and Vans trade. Okay, so 1 delta up now to 3 flashbangers. Flashbangers moving in again. Tenet holding his position back here, really locking down that street. So So VR Special is getting the redog on the revive on Griff Dog. So yeah, Tenant has made it miserable on this street for OVL. Oh crap. You know, I didn't push the button. I'm so sorry, guys. I had it up on my screen and had it up on the as the source, but forgot to send it to the stream. So Tenant gets Johnny Danger with a grenade, it sounded like there.
I'll get you.
Kittle saying he'll get him up. Tenant is waiting for him. And he gets him and finishes Johnny Danger. Mason gets Griff Dog. I do apologize, guys, for that interruption. I even have it in my casting script here. To push the transition button, get it back to off the splash screen. So Reeves gets VR Specialist there, coming into blue room. Bub knows he's there, and gets the refrag. So hopefully be in full radio mode. Yeah, a good podcast. So I appreciate that, Mustache. Appreciate you sticking with me for a all-audio version of that. I've been told I have a voice for radio, and I've been told I have a face for radio too, so we'll go with it. So Mason Dixon coming in. He knows Tenant's over here. Tenant's been shutting him down the whole game. So he hears Mason. They're going to hang it on either side of the wall from each other. Right here, guys, two Titans, a PALVR on either side of the wall. Flash is coming out. Mason holding tight. So you got VR Specialist and Tenant both. Right on the other side of the wall from Mason. Yeah, it's on Bazaar. Again, there is a delay in the cast. So VR Specialist moving around. I think Tenant knows Mason's there. He knows somebody's there. Mason is the last OVL as well. He's the last Delta up. So, yeah, none of you guys hung on, even though there's no video. I appreciate the dedication and the patience of an amateur caster. So they're just waiting on him. Tenant pointing. I don't think VR Specialist quite understood. Mason absolutely waiting for someone to peek. He knows they're there. Oh, missed him. VR Specialist with the double peeking takes him down. So Flashbangers do take this first match. Was he in the shed? Yep, he was in the shed. So Flashbangers win on this first round on Bazaar. It's a new uplink. Your scores. Kittle 0-6, MJ 6-6, Johnny Danger 6-4, Reed's 4-5, Mason Dixon 3-4, Tenant was 6-3, VR Specialist 5-5, Vans 3-2, Bub with 8-3, and Griff Dog with 3-6. So just to recap there, since you guys were in the full radio broadcast mode, what happened? OVL started off with a strong push, moved in a total blitz, managed to send the uplink and hold the uplink for a while, but Flashbangers snuck into Yellow Room and disabled. From there, they pushed OVL Delta out of the uplink. OVL Delta mounted an assault again there from the other side, made it back close to uplink, but were not able to send and hold it down again. So we'll see how Flashbangers does. Yeah, Griff needed a little nap there. Yeah, he's up. He's ready to go now. So smoke's coming out. You see Tenant moving up and Bub moving up either side. Is Tenant the fire team leader here? He is. The rest of the team for Flashbangers here coming up kind of a middle assault. Coming into the center blue room with Bub and VR Specialist. MJ calling him out, or is that Kittle calling him out? John Danger gets Griff Dog, Mans gets Reed, Kittle gets Tenant down. So fire team is dead. You hear Kittle calling out fire team dead. So a little different defensive strategy here. You see the OVL Delta folks, the guys, they're pushing that battle line back a little further. Hopefully they can hold that line. VR Specialist coming up through here. Bub gets MJ out.
All the way up in there. This fucking gun was with me the first time. I don't know who the fuck it was. There's another guy right there.
So calling out there, going uplink. They're not quite there yet, but they are moving in. Here comes Bub, carrying a smoke with him. Runs in. See how fast he is? I can't keep up. So Bub and Mason and Reeds all getting shots in there. VR Specialist takes down Reeds. So VR Specialist, let's get over there to uplink. Kittle down Kittle somehow. VR Specialist gets Kittle. I don't know if Kittle shot himself or what. Johnny Danger putting some shots into yellow room, make sure nobody's there. Bub gets Mason, so now 2 OVLs up to 5 Flashbangers. And the Flashbangers are going to make a push into yellow room. You see Griff Dog coming up, already setting up a defensive position for uplink. And Vans is in there sending. Griff Dog gets Johnny Danger out. And Vans and Bub are here. So one or the other is going to get the send.
Send it or no?
VR Specialist, VR, and Griff Dog getting kills there. Tenant takes down Mason, and that is no deltas now. With the Flashbangers on uplink, full defensive position here. See on the map they have surrounded uplink, and it is hot. So Tenant taking some shots at Volk as they come out.
One's approaching uplink in the middle.
Calling out that they're approaching uplink. You see Tenant being pretty conservative as fire team here. Bub takes down Kittle. Let's get over here where the action is. So Mason taking some shots at Griff Dog. VR Specialist gets Reeds and Van gets Mason. So he's shooting at Griff and they got him from the other side. Okay, so Flashbangers take Bazaar. They win the match. So again, thanks guys. Thanks to both teams. It's was an absolute blast to cast. I hope it was fun to watch. I hope it was fun to listen to during my radio-only session. We'll try to avoid that next time. Maybe I'll highlight that in my notes. But here are your final scores for this round. Kittle with 1 and 9, MJ 6 and 9, Johnny Danger 7 and 6, Reed's at 5 and 9, Mason Dixon 4 and 8, VR Special 10 and 5, Vans 5 and 2, Griff Dog 6 and 7, and the other two guys dropped before I could get them. But the winners for tonight, 2-1, is OVL Delta. So OVL Delta will win tonight. They will take the match. So we played Abandoned, and my mind just went blank. We played Abandoned, and OVL Delta pulled it out there, and here on Bazaar, and then we played my goodness, forget it. OVL wins. 2-1. Flashbangers do take the final map. Again, thanks to St. Lucky Games for sponsoring our league. I know they gave away some stocks last year to our winning team. A lot of our guys use St. Lucky stocks, and I know that I believe St. Lucky right now is working on stocks for the Quest 3, which will be coming out next week. So they'll they'll be issuing stocks for those. I know day one I'll be ordering, as soon as they're available, I'll be ordering one for my Quest 3. That will hopefully be here next week. So, on behalf of PALVR, I appreciate you sticking with me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for those of you who are in the chat. And until the next round, guys, have fun, stay safe. We'll see you then.